The story of the Boeing 777 begins in the late 1980s. Airlines needed a new kind of airplane. They wanted a jet that was bigger than the Boeing 767, but also one that was smaller than the giant Boeing 747. The goal was to find a perfect middle ground. This new plane had to fly long distances, and it also needed to be very efficient with fuel. At the time, there was a gap in the market for a large twin-engine jet. Airlines were asking for a plane that could carry more passengers on long-haul routes without needing 4 engines, which, consume more fuel and require more maintenance. Boeing listened very carefully to what the airlines wanted. This was a new way of designing an airplane. Instead of just building a plane and selling it, Boeing worked with a group of major airlines. This group included United Airlines, All Nippon Airways, British Airways, and Cathay Pacific. They called this approach working together. These airlines helped make important decisions about the plane's design. They wanted a modern glass cockpit, flexible cabin layouts, and lower operating costs. This collaboration was unique and ensured the final product would meet the real-world needs of its customers from day one. One of the biggest decisions was about the engines. The new plane would have only 2 engines, but these engines had to be incredibly powerful and reliable. They needed to be strong enough to lift a very large and heavy aircraft and fly it across oceans. This led to the development of the largest and most powerful turbofan engines ever made. General Electric, Pratt & Whitney, and Rolls-Royce all created massive engines specifically for the 777. The sheer size of these engines is just amazing. Some are as wide as the cabin of a smaller Boeing 737. This twin-engine design was key to the 777's efficiency. The Boeing 777 was also the first airplane to be designed entirely on a computer. Boeing used a powerful, 3-dimensional design software called CATIA. This was a revolutionary step. It allowed engineers to pre-assemble the entire airplane on a screen. They could check if all the parts fit together perfectly before any metal was cut. This digital approach saved a lot of time and money, and it resulted in a more precise and well-built aircraft. When the first 777 was physically assembled, the parts fit together with incredible accuracy. This marked a new era in aircraft manufacturing, setting the standard for all future commercial airplanes. The Boeing 777, often called the 777, first flew on June 12, 1994. This was a huge event in aviation. The world watched as this giant twin jet took to the skies for the very first time. After its first flight, the plane went through a long and tough testing program. It had to prove it was safe and reliable. One of the most important parts of this testing was ETOPS certification. ETOPS stands for Extended Range Twin Engine Operational Performance Standards. It proves a twin-engine jet can fly safely over remote areas, like oceans, for a long time with only 1 engine. The 777 was the first plane to be ETOPS certified from the very beginning of its service. A very special moment for the 777 came on April 2, 1997. A Boeing 777-200ER from Malaysia Airlines flew a record-breaking flight. It flew from Seattle to Kuala Lumpur, a journey that went eastward around the world. The flight, named the Spirit of Hope, covered an incredible distance of 20,044 kilometers without stopping to refuel. This flight demonstrated the amazing range and capability of the 777-200ER model, which stands for Extended Range. It showed airlines that they could connect almost any 2 cities on the globe with this airplane. This event really cemented the 777's reputation as a true long-haul champion and a pioneer in long-distance travel. Over the years, Boeing introduced new versions of the 777 to meet different needs. The 777-300ER, which entered service in 2004, became one of the most popular models. It was longer, could carry more passengers, and had an even greater range. Airlines loved it because it was just so efficient. It could do the job of a larger 4-engine jet like the 747, but with much lower fuel and maintenance costs. The 777-300ER quickly became the backbone of many international airlines' long-haul fleets. It was perfect for busy routes, connecting major hubs like London, Dubai, Hong Kong, and New York with high passenger demand. Another important model is the 777-200LR, which stands for long range. It earned the nickname Worldliner because it can fly farther than any other commercial airplane. On November 10, 2005, a 777-200LR flew from Hong Kong to London, but it took the long way, flying eastward over the Pacific Ocean, across North America, and then over the Atlantic Ocean. This flight lasted over 22 hours and set a new world record for the longest non-stop flight by a passenger airliner. This incredible achievement proved that the 777 could connect virtually any 2 points on Earth, opening up new possibilities for ultra-long-haul travel for airlines around the globe. Today, the Boeing 777 is one of the most important airplanes in the sky. You can find it at almost any major international airport in the world. Airlines rely on it every day to fly millions of people across continents and oceans. It has become a true workhorse of the global aviation industry. The 777 is known for its reliability and versatility. It can be used for a wide range of missions, from high-density domestic routes to ultra-long-haul international flights. Its ability to carry a large number of passengers and a significant amount of cargo makes it very profitable for airlines, ensuring its place in their fleets for years to come. Airlines use different versions of the 777 for different purposes. The 777-300ER is especially popular with major carriers like Emirates, Qatar Airways, and Cathay Pacific. These airlines use it as the flagship of their long-haul fleets. It is perfect for connecting their main hubs with big cities around the world. For example, you'll see many 777s flying between Dubai and London or Hong Kong and Los Angeles. These routes have a lot of passengers, and the 777-300ER's size and range are ideal for them. The passenger experience is also a priority, with many airlines fitting these planes with luxurious first-class suites and comfortable business-class seats. The 777 is not just for passengers. There is also a cargo version called the 777 Freighter. This airplane is designed to carry heavy and bulky goods over long distances. It has a huge cargo door on the side and a main deck that can be filled with pallets and containers. The 777 Freighter is very popular with cargo airlines like FedEx, UPS, and Qatar Airways Cargo. It plays a critical role in global trade, transporting everything from fresh flowers and electronics to medical supplies and factory equipment. Its efficiency and range mean that goods can be moved quickly around the world, supporting the global supply chain. One of the things that makes the 777 special is its incredible safety record and reliability. For an airplane that has been flying for 3 decades, it has proven to be one of the safest jets ever built. This is a result of its strong design, powerful engines, and advanced systems. Pilots love flying the 777 because it is a stable and responsive aircraft with a modern cockpit. For passengers, the 777 offers a comfortable and quiet ride. Its wide cabin gives a sense of space, and many airlines have installed modern in-flight entertainment systems to make long journeys more enjoyable, really solidifying its status as a passenger favorite. The story of the Boeing 777 is far from over. Boeing is now building the next generation of this amazing airplane, called the 777X. This new family includes 2 models, the 777-8 and the even larger 777-9. The 777X is designed to be the most efficient large twin-engine jet in the world. It will use even less fuel than the current 777-300ER, which is already very efficient. This is great news for airlines because it will help them save money on fuel costs. It is also better for the environment because it will produce fewer emissions, making air travel more sustainable for the future. One of the most exciting features of the 777X is its new wings. These wings are made from a strong and lightweight material called carbon fiber composite. They are much longer than the wings on the current 777, which helps the plane fly more efficiently. Because the wings are so long, Boeing came up with a clever idea. The last few meters of each wingtip can be folded up. This allows the 777X to fit at the same airport gates as the current 777. When the plane is ready for takeoff, the wingtips fold down. This is the first time such a feature has been used on a commercial airliner. The passenger experience on the 777X is also getting a big upgrade. The cabin will be wider than the current 777, which will give passengers more space and comfort. The windows will also be larger, allowing more natural light into the cabin and giving everyone a better view. Boeing is also using technology from its 787 Dreamliner, such as a higher cabin humidity and a lower cabin altitude. These features help reduce the effects of jet lag, making long flights more comfortable for everyone on board. Airlines will be able to design beautiful new interiors for the 777X with brand new seats and entertainment systems. The future for the 777 looks very bright. The 777X has already received hundreds of orders from major airlines around the world, including Emirates, Lufthansa, and Singapore Airlines. The first 777-9s are expected to be delivered to airlines in the coming years, starting a new chapter in the 777's history. This new model will continue the legacy of its predecessors, connecting the world with its incredible range and efficiency. The Boeing 777 has been a leader in aviation for decades, and with the arrival of the 777X, it is set to remain a king of the skies for many more years to come.